Please get up the very funny Mr. Cliff Prang, everyone.
Yes. I got dressed up for you guys tonight because I'm happy to be here. I got dressed up. I went to a thrift shop, if you can believe it, for only $7. I got this incredible rash. Yeah. These thrift stores are gross. I feel bad for the lumbersexuals. Have you people heard of this term, lumbersexual? It's a hipster who wants to look like a lumberjack, but without doing any of the lumberjack activities. Like chopping down trees or masculinity. So I've started a new online dating service for the lumbersexual, and I'm calling it Timber. Are your relationships splintering? Are you tired of the brush off? Feel uprooted? Stumped? Like you don't have the chops for dating? Well, maybe you've been barking up the wrong tree. Time to branch out. Time to go out and live, because now there's a sliver of hope for you to find a new feller. With Timber. Log in today. I would. Yeah, Timber dating. There it is. There it is. That's right, guys. I'm one of those comedians who loves puns. But I'm not one of those comedians who loves drugs. I'm a use puns, not drugs kind of comedian. I'm your mom's favorite comedian. I overheard a fellow, though, talking about his drug use. He was like, oh man, I was doing some shrooms, and I imagined I was being chased in my house by monsters. To which I replied, that sounds terrible. To which he replied, don't knock it till you try it. Why would I try it? You just told me you were being chased by monsters in your house. My entire life I've been convincing myself that monsters are not real. And you're saying there's a substance that I could take that would undo all of that good work? Don't knock it till you try it? Really? That's like the army guy that came into my class in grade 3 to tell us about the merits of joining the military, and he didn't have an arm. Excuse me, sir. I don't want to go to war. He was like, don't knock it till you try it. And I was like, you can't even knock! Like, you can't handle the truth. You can't handle the handle! I met my wife. I'm married. I met my wife in college. She served in the cafeteria line, which is a phenomenal foundation for a healthy marriage. She's like, would you like a grilled cheese sandwich? I was like, yeah. Like, would you like a lifetime of mediocre monogamous intercourse? She was like, yeah. That's what she got. And I got a grilled cheese sandwich, so pretty good deal. For me, the turn on was the hairnet, though. Her golden locks pressing up against each tiny mesh square, longing to dive into my gravy-soaked mashed potatoes. And now that we're married, I find her hair in my food all the time. And it's not gross, actually, it's beautiful to think that she thought in advance that I would need to floss. It's hot, sexy. You ever notice when someone's trying to be sexy, they tug on the lower lip like this? You know who feels bad about this? The upper lip. You like me now, don't you? Yeah. So, I'm a stay-at-home father. That's what I do for a job. I'm a stay-at-home dad. Thank you. I just wish my wife and children would have bled like that. But it's a simple job. All I got to do is a ton of laundry and day drinking. It's great. It's a good job. But I've been talking to my kids about moving out. You know, my eldest son is 11 now, and I want to make sure he's got a plan. So I'm like, where are you going to move, bud? When are you going to go? He's like, I don't know, like Edmonton? Okay. Gross, but why? It's like a West Edmonton Mall, Dad. I'm like, oh, right. So you want to work at the mall? That's fine, it's fine. You can do that. Like, where in the mall you want to work? It's like Claire's. If you don't know what Claire's is, it's like a girly accessory store that sells scrunchies and leggings and cheap jewelry, like where you shop for her. Like I'm just saying. He's wearing a t-shirt on a night out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, why Claire's, bud? He's like, well, then I get to meet all the ladies. I'm like, oh yeah, smart kid. Like, what are you gonna do with all those ladies when you get to them? He's like, I don't know, like give them a 10% discount or something. Kids are so stupid, guys. They're so dumb. Like, we have hangers and hooks. And I got 3 kids, and we got hangers and hooks, and I find their clothes on the floor. I'm like, why are your clothes on the floor? They're like, I don't know. We got a hamper. I'm finding dirty underwear in the kitchen. I'm like, why? And they're like, I don't know. We have a shed, and I find their bikes on the lawn in the rain. I'm like, why? And they're like, I don't know. And you're like, Cliff, you got 3 kids, man. Why didn't you use birth control? No. And they're racist, everybody. Children are racist. And I blame Dora the Explorer. Yeah. If you don't know who Dora is, she's the cartoon Hispanic girl with the bob haircut, the monkey, and the map, teaching Spanish to children all over the world. My kids watch Dora, now they assume that every person of color is speaking Spanish. And we used to live in an Indo-Canadian neighborhood, and this nice Punjabi lady came up to my daughter and was like, Sat Sri Akal, hello, little girl. My daughter was like, hola. Vámonos. Swiper, no swiping. Thanks so much, guys. My name is Cliff. Have a good night.
Cliff Prang, everybody!